Welcome to Fairy Tale.
ちょっと汚れたスーツケースを持って何も知らずに空から降りた地図の向こうここに山上夢見た憧れの場所 Yeah 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 Rock City boy Yeah 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 Rock City boy
I am Natsu Dragneel.
I'm Grey Bulbuster.
I am Elfman.
I'm Julia. I'm Lisa.
I'm Charle.
I'm Loki.
I'm Happy.
I'm Mira.
I'm Erza.
I'm Wendy.
We are Fairy Tale. We don't live like we have already. Oh, God damn it.
We do. Yes.
My magic arc of time manipulates my wedgie.
I'm Naruto. Wait, shit.
Aha! I suddenly see the fail in this plan.
I'm always needing someone.
Well, I can do that for you.
Like a good neighbor, Moo Moo is there. And can I get a ham sandwich?
I want a sandwich.
I wanna believe it, say on me, make grace to me, like this is me. Pretty please, I'm person of people, that's the feel it, that's the cheese. Rhyme and rhyme, I'm sound like Brian, I won't make up with a project, but I don't stay home. You stay here, now you stay to got nailed, eh?
So hello and welcome to episode 49 of the Fairy Tale Podcast. We're getting there. We're almost to 50. We're going to have to celebrate or something 50 episodes later, and we're like a year old and everything. Man, that's crazy. Maybe we'll come up with some good goodies from you for Funimation to just give out. Who knows? Some secret info. We'll have a lot of fun with it. Welcome back, Erza.
Hi.
Yay!
Right, finally.
Got some quick updates before we jump into any of the new con updates that are going on that Charles going to update us with. So quickly for the podcast, we went to Anime Southeast. We had a blast. A lot of really, really awesome people there. We missed the few Fairy Tale cosplayers that were there, which was really, really sad. There were like two of them, and we didn't get to bump into them. It was very sad. But we had a chance to sit down and talk with Todd Habercorn. Not really recording, but we did get to do some stuff with Todd Habercorn. What was really interesting was that the guy that I met at Ichiban Con that asked me to sign my first ever DVD for him was there, and the marker that I'd used previously sucked, and I brought new Sharpies. So I wrote the same thing. I just rewrote over it what I wrote before, and then everybody else got to sign it, and we had the whole crew sign his DVD before he could give it to Todd. So it was really, really interesting, and one of the cool things was Todd apparently has encountered one of the mini DVDs in which I have signed and said, "Hi, Todd." So we may make a joke out of it. Who knows? Start our own Fairy Tale trolling meme via signature. But a lot of fun times. A big shout out to a person named Bethany Eldridge for making me the most kick-ass spectacular Spike cosplay I have ever seen. And so just to give this person a little shout out, because I know a lot of people will be seeing these pictures on the Fairy Tale Facebook and the Fairy Tale Twitter, and they'll be probably asking the exact same thing that everybody at the con asked, which was, where did I get my outfit? Well, I didn't buy it online or anything like that. I had a good friend of mine commission it, and she's a sweetheart for even considering commissioning it. Because it was so epic. But if you want to check them out, you can go to Con Artist Cosplay on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Con Artist Cosplay. Obviously like them. Subscribe if they have one of those buttons. Post on their page. Let them know, hey, we want this, this, and this. And they are free to commission stuff for you. They are available to commission stuff for you. It's not free. You have to pay them. And they do encourage that you pay in advance because they have to purchase the materials. And they too poor right now to pay out of pocket for your materials. So please, please help these awesome people out. They did an amazing job. If you'd like to see examples of their work, you can obviously go by their Facebook page and look at all their photos. And I will be sending the photos that we got from Anime Southeast to them so that they can post and use on there as well. Just make sure that because I know they're listening, make sure when you get those photos, that you tag Anime Southeast in them to also give back to the con. And I will be talking with Doug yet again, and I'm going to get him to make sure that anything that they're posted on, that they tag you in as well for those pictures. So we'll get the cons promoting the cosplay group. Yes. Look at me in my networking spiderwebby time. Yes. All right. So pulling strings on meat puppets. Very, very fun. But yeah, this I could not thank them enough, and I think everybody had kind of a really wonderful time. We found out some cool info, and we are going to share some more of that wonderful info with you next episode. Not this episode, next episode. We want episode 50 to be really, really special, and so we're holding off on some things. Even though we really want to tell you, we just can't. So we're going to wait until later. And that having been said, I am going to hand things over to Charle for our con updates.
On this segment of con updates, we have Ramen Con, which is September 21st through the 23rd at the Radisson Hotel at Star Plaza in Maryville, Indiana, and Todd Havercorn and Monica Real will be there. Then we have Anime Syracuse Festival, September 29th at the New York State Fairgrounds in Syracuse, New York, and Monica Real will be there. And that's it for con updates.
Alrighty, and thank you, Charle, for all those wonderful updates. And we are going to move on to all of our segments, starting with Charle's Magical Education.
Welcome to Charle's Magical Education. I'm going to talk about Nichiya, the freaking rabbit. Okay, Nichiya is the Daedalus counterpart of Ichiya, and he was the captain of Extalia's Imperial Guard. In Earthland, Nichiya became a member of Blue Pegasus using a rabbit costume. Nichiya seems to have the same facial features as Ichiya, minus the cat ears, nose, mouth, and the whiskers. He also has a distinctively large head with orange hair arranged in a wavy style with a fringe hanging on his forehead.
And he is the most butt-ugly cat you will ever see in your life.
He is. I got a cat that we named Scarra because she's just fucking ugly, but he takes the cake. He is seen wearing a red hat with a cat symbol in it. Being the captain of the Extalia army, he wears a royal blue army coat with one brown belt. He also wears a two-paneled apron with the Extalia's army's logo imprinted on it, dark green pants, and brown boots. He usually carries a sword encased in a scabbard. Like Ichiya, Nichiya is mostly seen standing with his index and middle fingers pointed.
Like a moron.
Yeah. As a member of Blue Pegasus, Nichiya wears a full rabbit costume, blue-colored, with the Blue Pegasus crest in the center inside a dark circle. Oddly enough, when wearing the costume, Nichiya looks like a very tall person, despite his small size.
Yes, he does.
How he's able to move inside the costume is still unknown, as his legs and arms are too small to reach the respective costume's parts. The costume's head has two long ears kept always raised, two oval eyes with yellow sclera.
Yeah, we'll go with that because I don't know what the actual word is.
And brown irises, and with small eyebrows far from them. Its jaw is white, composed of an open mouth smiling with two rabbit-like teeth and a red tongue, as well as a triangular nose. The costume also gives full motion for the fingers, allowing Nichiya to do the two-finger signature stance of Blue Pegasus men. The feet are also covered by the costume that overall gives Nichiya the look of a happy costumed guy. Strangely, there is a inconsistency on his whiskers. In his first appearance, he has 2 thin whiskers on each cheek, but in subsequent panels, they were removed. However, final depiction brought the whiskers back. Nichiya is a very loyal member of the Extelia army and very loyal to the queen, referring to her as a god. He also hates humans and their smell and detests the fallen ones. He's very well respected in the army. Like Ichiya, he is also a fan of perfumes and its odors. While using the rabbit costume, Nichiya shows to be able to be a calm and happy-go-lucky personality independent of the situation, keeping silent during all times. His magic is Erza, and it is a caster-type magic used by all the Exceed race. A magic that allows its user to sprout large angelic wings that give them the ability to fly. While flying, the user can carry objects or people, but it is limited to only 1 passenger. Furthermore, there is also a time limit to how long the user can fly, as the wings disappear after the user's magic is depleted. The users can also change the speed in which they fly, but the faster they go, the more magic it consumes. Nichiya also carries around a sword fitting his size, sporting a saber-like handguard, but a straight, massive double-edged blade. And that wraps it up for Charles' Magical Education. Going to hand it over to Elfman for Cooking with Elfman.
Today on Cooking with Elfman, I'm going to teach you how to make Biltong Pizza, which is basically kind of like a beef jerky pizza almost. Still good, no matter what. What you're going to need is about 270 grams of self-rising flour, 500 milliliters of baking powder, 500, what the? I cannot speak today. 5 milliliters of baking powder, 5 milliliters of mild mustard powder, milliliter of cayenne pepper, milliliter of dried thyme, 250 grams of biltong grated or finely chopped, or beef jerky if you want to go with that route, and 125 grams of cold butter cut in cubes. Now for the toppings, you're going to need more beef jerky, about 200 milliliters, 30 milliliters of freshly chopped chives, 50 milliliters of matured cheddar cheese grated, 30 milliliters of Parmesan cheese grated, 30 milliliters of blue cheese crumbled, and 1 large egg. Now, sift the flour, baking powder, and mustard powder into a mixing bowl, and stir the cayenne pepper, thyme, and biltong. Rub in the butter until the mixture resembles fine breadcrumbs. Gradually stir in enough cold water to make the stiff dough, then roll off the dough onto a lightly floured surface until it's approximately 2.5 centimeters thick, and transfer onto a 36 by 26 by 5 centimeter baking tin. Mix together all the ingredients except the eggs and set aside. Then whisk the egg with a little water and brush the dough. Sprinkle the topping evenly over the prepared dough, then bake in a preheated 220 degrees Celsius oven for about 15 minutes, then allow to cool. Cut into small squares and serve. That is it for Cooking with Elfman. I'm going to pass it on to Natsu for Reedus Gallery.
Alrighty, and yeah, we've got a very grouped picture this week for you. We decided to move away from couples and go to just the straight out groups. And this one is called Fairy Tale Cover 278 Redraw by, I'm assuming that's supposed to be Ulukiora 90, but they left out the other U, so it's Ulkiora 90. So ULQUIORRA 90. So Old Kiora 90. it's a very the thing that caught my attention about this first was obviously the Lucy up front, but as I started noticing more and more the pictures, they're very Lucy centric. Like Lucy is in all of these pictures, so it's like kind of like Lucy's life throughout the guild.
So are you talking about Lucy getting completely like beat the crap out of this week?
No, well, we will in a minute in the manga. We're doing Reedus Gallery.
Bunny Girl, Shubidawa, and Hideous.
Okay.
And
he just summed up the entirety of what gave this picture away to me. All right, so yeah, but those. I mean, it's drawn really, really well. I like the different scenes that Lucy's in and what's going on in each of them. But we're gonna move on to see what everybody else thinks about this, and we'll start with getting the ratings. So thumbs up or thumbs down, Lucy.
You really have to ask. Thumbs up!
Okay, Erza.
Thumbs up.
Mira.
Thumbs up.
Jalal.
Up.
Elfman.
Thumbs up.
And Luxus.
Thumbs up.
All right. So, what is one thing that you either liked or didn't like about this image? What really caught your attention? Lucy.
The fact that Lucy's in everything. Yay!
There's no ego from this woman at all. No.
Not at all. No.
You know what? Your boobies squeak.
Exactly! I'm special. Wait, where's the pictures?
Oh, God.
I can't find them. Wait, here they are! See if it'll go through the mic. And there you have it, my boobs.
Alrighty. Mira.
I like how in the one picture you can see Juvia with, like, the annoyed sign on her forehead as Lucy talks to Gray.
Jalal.
I just like the random, like, moments. Like, you've got Lucy being Luxus, and he's saying, here, you take over the Thunder Squad. I'm out. Then you've got Kana over there. Are these F's or G's? Then you've got Old Man. Oh, yeah, you exfoliate that head. And then you've got her holding a weird pastry down there. It's just, like, weird derp moments. It's like they're supposed to be her best moments, but I don't know how her getting her boobs grabbed for size is a good moment.
They don't exactly have to be the best moments. Just
I'm just saying. Her most.
Right. Have you ever had your boobs grabbed? Because it kind of feels good.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Zelda.
Hey, I've got 20,000 views on that picture.
It is so true. You'll understand later. We'll be posting that on our Facebook page as well. Man, Zelda, awesome. That's all I'm saying.
He's Melda.
He's Melda. Yes. All right. So I don't know if like Erza's supposed to be eating something in that picture or just brushing her teeth, but it's still adorable. All right. Moving on, Elfman, before you comment, I just gotta say you have the most epic cookie face I think I've ever seen.
Seriously?
They're supposed to be like making like cookies, I think, and that is the best face ever.
Oh my God, it's Broly.
It's I knew somebody.
Cookies.
What am I doing in that picture? Am I going to eat all that dough?
Maybe.
Oh, dough. Oh, manly stuff.
It's all about the dough, man.
It's Broly doing the scream face. Cookies! Instead of what's up? Cookies!
Cookies!
And Luxus.
I still think the funniest picture of here is the Shubidawa thing up top with both of Gajil and I can never remember his Panther Lily both having the almost exact face thing going on, except opposite smiles.
Yeah. Panther Lily looks like he's doing Judgment Llama.
Judging Llama. I'm so surprised you'd never heard of that. It's such a great thing to do to people.
No,
because people say don't judge me so often. I can do Judging Llama.
I think that Panther Lily is doing Judging Llama, and
100% of the time.
Yeah, and then the scene with Lucy and Kana is Awkward Turtle, at least for her. Actually, no, I think that Luxus leaving and like all the Raijinshu around her, and she has his shirt on, has his coat on, is probably the most Awkward Turtle moment for her. So, and finally Erza.
My favorite part's the boob squeezing. It's fun to do to other girls, and it's fun to be done to you.
No, well, I'll take your word for that. I have not had that happen.
If only Kana were here, we could ask her what size she actually was.
I'm sure she'd be happy to tell you as well.
Time to try this out. Man time.
Oh my god.
Cookies!
All right, so if you could sum this picture up in one word, what would it be? Lucy.
Squeak.
Erza.
Boobs.
Mira.
Lucy.
Jalal.
Awkward.
Elfman.
Memories.
Aw, dude, I was so hoping you were going to say turtle.
Fine, turtle.
Perfect.
No, it's too late now. Luxus.
Llama.
Llama. Well, it was either that or Shoo-Be-Doo-Wah is what I figured you were going to say. So I was close. Alrighty. So yeah, that is going to wrap it up for this week's Reedus Gallery, and we are going to move on to the manga recap. So this week's chapter is chapter 291, and if you liked Sting or anyone in Sabretooth, you're pretty much not going to like them after this chapter, okay? This is fucking evil. You might still like Rogue, but he's pretty much the only one you're probably going to like. You're going to hate Sting, just saying. And if you haven't read the chapter by the time this episode comes out, well then, funny. Anyway, so we start off with multiple color pages, and oh my god, just so much awesome going on in this. Everybody's in swimsuits. Gee, I wonder if that's a prelude to things to come.
I think that's what Elfman's doing in the back right there, actually.
Oh my god. Anyway, so I like how pretty much everybody is like smiling except like Gajil and Panther Lily's shades. Yeah.
Like a boss.
Pimpin', and he knows it. And I love how Happy is like seriously going after the fish. He's like uber serious trying to get the fish. It is the best time ever. Oh my god. But yeah, gotta give it up for Panther Lily and those shades, man. He is the only X-Sheet that I have ever looked at like that and said that is a state trooper in the making right there. I could see him trying to pull somebody over too. I could totally see that. What are your impressions of the page?
Happy looks like he's doing telekinesis.
Telekinesis?
Oh, fish move.
It's like he's summoning the fish to him.
The
Yes.
fish will come to my mouth.
This is the mouth you're looking for. Ah.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that statement. No.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Well, wiggle, wiggle. All right. Now we're going to move on to page 2, or page 8. All right, so we get one more month until the movie opens is the big thing going on. And then we've got, the announcers going off. Grand Magic Games, Day 4. You get to see the arena. And then inside the arena is this giant ball of water with a magic circle under it. Okay.
Blitzball!
Honest, my first impression after seeing this was fucking Blitzball. Anybody else?
Seriously, yes, Blitzball.
Yeah.
Who did not see Blitzball upon first seeing this?
Blitzball with hot people.
Right?
Exactly.
And then we've got angry people down here that look like they're made of chocolate or poop. We talked about this in we did a read through and a recap at the same time, so it was actually quite interesting. So we've got a 5-minute hourglass here, and then an explanation about how the game is run. Going outside the sphere is a loss. The last person remaining is a victor. However, when only 2 people remain, a special rule comes into effect, which is the 5-minute rule. And once that person, the person that exits the arena within 5 minutes, gets last place, which is the shittiest rule ever, honestly. I mean, then we get to the next page, and it is another opening. It is the cover color page that we get to talk about. All right. So one of the first things that we talked about, one of the first things that I talked about when we talked about this in the panel was I was talking about how Makarov has them shades on now, and he's looking like he should be in Reno 911, and I thought that was quite funny. I'm gonna leave it up to everybody else to talk about whatever they want, But I just happened to notice that there's this boat full of sake behind the fairy tale thing, and it has the fairy tale flag on it, and Plu is coming off of it. So I did not notice that before. So that's the one thing I will talk about that I did not notice. And now it's up to everybody else who wants to talk about this picture.
That boat
Wait,
has
the boat's
a pirate
sinking?
flag.
I think I have no idea what's going on with the boat.
The
man.
boat has a pirate flag of fairy tale.
That's awesome. Don't let all the booze drown!
Why is the rum gone? Because it drowned, you son of a bitch.
You know the first one who's gonna start crying over that, Kana.
Well, she's in the background right there, kind of drinking something. She's the only one on land.
Right.
I don't know. And then, mega gulp. I still love the worm in the background. Hi! Oh! I'm not eating yet, help me!
It's gotta hurt.
Guys are like, I want to join in. Fish like, bitch, no.
No talk about the ice cream.
There was ice cream?
Erza, I like how you're licking your lips like that. The look on your face while licking your lips with your arms around Juvia.
Ooh.
I've seen enough
Naughty,
hentai.
naughty
Along with
thoughts,
the
naughty
underboob.
thoughts.
You've got innocent Wendy right next to you, and you're doing full on lesbianistic stuff.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
She's
Right?
too distracted with her mega gulp to understand.
To the mega gulp, I love that. Alrighty, so we move on. After I say something about how adorable Happy's hat is, then we move on from there, and we get back to the announcers and the actual competition. And oh, lo and behold, everyone's in swimsuits. So Shelia looks really, really cute. Jenny is running around in there. And then we've got Heel, who is the fat girl that can shrink herself down to look just as skinny as the rest of the group.
Although it's funny that the old man up top says it's like an underwater sumo.
Right?
Perfect placement.
Well, it is. It's really like a sumo competition in water.
I'm saying it's perfect placement for that choice of
right?
mermaid heel.
Mm-hmm. And then we've got Juvia, which everybody was hoping to see in this water competition. So, I mean, if they didn't pick Juvia, something was wrong. You know, seriously, something was wrong with this one. And she looks absolutely adorable in her little Pokemon and her little polka dotted swimsuit with the frills. And then we get to dun on to the next page, and it is Minerva from Sabretooth. And I liked actually doing this live because, like, everybody, like, oh, like, they knew shit was going down when this happened. And, gotta say, not my favorite choice in swimwear for her.
Couldn't she have picked something sexier? Like, really?
Yeah. I mean, she's got
she's
the
a
body
bitch,
to
so
pull off
it
much better stuff.
I'd still hit it.
Yeah. Dibs.
No, I'm sorry. After this chapter, I'd only hit it with a Mack truck.
I'd still hit it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Because you're not the one being smacked around.
And then, so we finally get to see who it is from Fairy Tale A, and we get Lucy. Now, I see Lucy from the side. You get good side boob. And
I would salute that Star-Spangled Banner anytime.
Right? You've got under boob and side boob all at the same time. I'd hit it. And just to clarify, not with a truck, with my penis. So. Alright, then we've got the rest of Fairy Tale A cheering everybody on, and they're getting ready to start the blitz off. And they're like, all these, I love the lead up here because they're like, all these girls, all these pretty girls, blah, blah, blah. And then the next page, or in the next panel, you've got Rocker from Quattro Puppy. He's the lone dude. The dude
and he's wearing a mankini.
A mankini, right. A little banana hammock that does not work. So the gong goes off, and Lucy's like, the hell with this, I'm starting this bitch off right. And summons Aquarius. And Aquarius comes out and it's like, the water is my garden, ah! And she fucking uses she uses her water torrent, and then Juvia uses water cyclone. And so it's a face-off.
That ass shot.
It's a face-off between the two water users. Then you've got that good ass and, that good ass shot with a little, just giving you enough to know what to do with it, you know. She's bent over perfectly for some people who, know that position. Just saying. And so, I love how she's like, Juvia! And Juvia's like, love rival! And it's like, everybody else is kind of a little bit confused. And Aquarius is like, what the fuck? We're evenly matched. What? And so, I love how Ginny, the first person Ginny goes after is the one guy, and he gets knocked the fuck out. He's the first one out, so Quattro Puppy is officially out.
Here's a question.
quick
She's
thing.
kicking.
Yeah,
Go
I was
ahead.
actually going to say that too. No,
She's
go
kicking
ahead.
him in the face and then also kicking him in the damn crotch. That's a double blow.
What is that?
That's like
Double
the-
shot. Oh.
Yeah, double
She's
shot.
kicking him in both heads.
He's not a zombie. You don't have to double tap.
It's double headshot. All right, so then we've got that, and then we've got little Shelia going after Fatty, and then Fatty's like, "Oh hell no, I don't look." She's like, "Don't look down on the chubby," and then like as soon as she says that, she's back to being skinny again, and I'm like, "What the fuck, man? Quit lying about being chubby." And as soon as she went skinny, you've got all the guys in the audience with the heart eyes. What a fickle audience.
Yep.
And it looks like Aquarius is getting real. Aquarius looks serious, and then you look at what she's saying, and it's complete contradiction. And I fucking love that. She's like, "Things are going nowhere. I'm going back." And she's like, "What? You're the one I can count on most." And she, that look that she gives her, she's like, "I have a date." I love that face. That is like the perfect troll face. Oh my god. And then Juvia's like, "You're wide open, Aries, Virgo." And like she does the double summon, and I love that. Sexy guard princess, and I'm very fluffily sorry. Perfect. And they both show up in little bikinis. It's so cute.
Although I don't know how well that fur bikini would.
I don't either. It's wool. I'm sure it absorbs water very well. That's all I'm saying. And then the guys love that. I love how we get like major audience reaction and participation on this one. The other underwater frenzy continues as we move on to page 17. I love how pervy announcers like, "Why did you send out Wendy?" And Lucy's like, "Shut up." The new finishing move. Let's see. Juvia did a new finishing move. Spread wings of love, Gray-sama love. The fact that he actually said Gray-sama as the attack and Gray's face immediately after was "stop it." Oh my god. I love how we're all enjoying this together. I mean, if you guys have anything you want to add or comment to on the page, you guys are more than welcome to. Like, I'm not trying to stop this.
I'm just wondering how the hell she made hearts out of water.
I know, right?
I mean, if you spin water, it usually goes in a cyclone. But how do you get hearts? Did she like have them in her cleavage to send in the cyclone?
Maybe they're air bubbles in the shape of hearts. She can do that.
Black air bubbles?
The fuck if I know, man. Black air.
She can do whatever she wants. She has full control over
It's
water.
magic.
Yeah, it's magic. Yeah. So she ends up knocking out 3 of them. So Jenny's gone, and Shelly is gone, and the chubby girl's gone. And then the chick from Sabretooth, Minerva, is still in there. And so are the 2 summons. And Lucy barely manages to stay in. Juvia's like, "Oh hell yeah, look at my awesomeness." And I love how Shelly is like, "I'm weaker than I thought." I'm like,
Aww.
after that other chapter, no. After seeing the fight between her and Wendy, she is not weak in any way, shape, or form. But I love how Wendy's like, "Oh, well, she tried her best." And then we move on to Juvia, who's completely paying attention to Gray. Did you get fired up watching Juvia? And then, like his face, and then her face, best reaction ever. Doesn't even realize she got pushed out. Falls face first on the ground, so she belly flops on the sand, which cannot be comfortable. Now it's just Lucy and Minerva. So the first person out, it's over. Now we get commentary from Raventail, or not Raventail, Sabretooth, and the 2 cats. And now it's just Lucy and Minerva. And you know what? Just saying, I really, at this point when I first read it, I really wanted Lucy to win simply on the basis of she had the better swimsuit.
Yay!
So Sabretooth or Fairy Tail, the countdown.
Wait, why is Minerva wearing gloves underwater?
I don't know.
She's afraid of germs.
It's more likely part of
Actually, I think it has more to do with
her magic.
Yeah, she created heat in water. And so she starts moving, and she starts burning Lucy. And then somewhere, I don't know how, she stole her keys. And then Lucy's constantly getting pushed out of the water. I love how if you get to page 23, she's sitting there flapping her arms like that's going to stop her. And then she gets hit again. Like she is being horribly cruel. And she's trying to swim back to her. And that's not helping. And you're just like, damn, at this point, you know she's lost. And then I love how she stands up and she's like, I won't lose in a place like this. And sees like how everybody else was doing. Like you get a flashback of I believe that's Elfman and then Erza and Wendy after their fights were finished. And she's like, I won't betray everyone's feelings. Like, that is a really, really epic moment. And I was wondering what was going on, because at the top panel, you saw the thing you saw she had her attack ready, and then it disappeared. And there's like 31 seconds left, and you're just like, and yeah. Natsu's like, all right, now we just have to settle the rankings. And apparently that pissed Minerva the fuck off. Yeah.
That face. Oh my god.
And then she starts going off and saying how they're the world's top guild. And she fucking lets Lucy just have it. And then she was about to fly out of the ring, and then she disappeared and reappeared right behind Minerva, who continues to beat the shit out of her. She is torturing Lucy in the middle of the match. The match is over already, which is really funny because it's over and she's still in the water bubble. And then we move on to the page that pissed us off the most. And you look over and you see Rufus, Sting, and the guy with Black Lightning, whose name I can't remember right now, all giving smirks to Fairy Tail, and Fairy Tail's expressions, like the expressions on Gray, Erza, and Natsu. I'm like, did you not see what they've just fucking did the day before? You want to piss those three off? Oh dear Lord, you haven't got a prayer in hell. And don't even get me started on the fact that you got Fairy Tail B waiting. And Juvia may not have the greatest of love for Lucy, but you don't fuck with people from her guild. She's picked up that Fairy Tail mentality. Oh, I can't wait to see the retaliatory stuff for this. And then the pumpkin calls stop. I even like how Evil Square Nose is like, don't do it! The Stellar Spirit Mage is getting destroyed! Stop the competition! I'm like, wow. And then we get to our final page, which is Minerva holding her by the neck outside of the ring. And then she just basically fucking drops her. And then they're saying that the victor is Minerva. Lucy she apparently hasn't even been moving for a while. Just look how much fucking damage she's taken. And the fact
those are all burns.
Those are all burns. And they're calling the medics. And then the last picture we see is Sting laughing his ass off. You think Natsu did some major damage before when it was just Yukino? I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. This is... Oh... I hope they fucking go all out on Sabretooth next chapter just because I want episode 50 to be like a retaliatory strike. But Sabretooth just sealed their fate with that right there. Before it seemed like they could have kind of possibly gotten along. And Minerva seemed like she at least had a decent head on her shoulders because she was like, we want to save face. And then she did this. And I was like, oh shit. But let's go ahead and get your thoughts and opinions on all of this. So the floor is open to anybody who wants to talk about this particular chapter. Go ahead.
I have to say that the choice of Juvia, all good, but why didn't they just send in Luxus? Let's shoot the damn water.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, giant ball of water.
Thunder God.
Lightning.
Right?
I mean, I guarantee you that...
I'm wondering if they had sent in Luxus, they probably would have sent in the guy with Black Lightning, which I'm betting is a lightning god slayer.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, because if they sent that in and Minerva was still in there, hello, she'd be scared for her damn life. Every single person in that sphere would be like, oh, fuck this, I'm done.
Well, I mean, all he has to do is send a current around his body and everybody else is fucked.
Exactly. Because then the water would pick it up and electrocute everyone else.
And that's why he has to be careful while having sex as well.
And
Wait, no, all he has to do is...
yeah, but the other thing is you'd have to make sure that whoever was in Fairy Tail A got knocked out third.
Yeah.
Whoever was in Fairy Tail whoever was left with him, he made sure they got knocked out last so that they ended up in last place. So you should have knocked everyone else out except for Sabretooth and then knocked Sabretooth out second.
Yeah.
So they'd be in last place. Any other thoughts?
Lucy's bathing suit is apparently indestructible.
Right?
It's still on.
Did away.
I see like one scratch on the thing, and the rest of her like skin is being ripped off. I'm like, damn.
Well, she may have got it commissioned from Captain America.
I'm just saying that if that swimsuit can survive like that, then we need to manufacture that material and give it to the Hulk.
Hulk smash while looking fashionable.
Right? It'd be the first time he could wear full clothes.
Does this shirt make me look fat?
It makes me look muscly.
Like a man.
Puny god. Alrighty, we'll move on to the ratings. Thumbs up or thumbs down, guys? Lucy.
I don't even know. Oh my god. I have to say thumbs up though.
Okay.
Even though, I'm getting my ass kicked out there.
Erza.
Thumbs up. I'm awesome.
Mira.
I want to say thumbs up and thumbs down because I really liked the chapter, but I really hated what happened.
Jalal.
I was gonna say the same thing. One thumb up, one thumb down. Not like in the middle, but like for chapter and then content because Minerva needs to die.
Elfman.
I'm gonna have to say 75%.
Okay.
The chapter, plot-wise and progression-wise, was good.
Mm-hmm.
But Lucy getting nearly torn apart, not that great.
Okay. And Luxus.
I'll say thumbs up. I mean, of course, yeah, it's never good to see teammate get literally beaten the crap out of, but I still like the chapter overall.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give the chapter a thumbs up because the story was amazing and there was plenty of swimsuit action going on. But and also because the ugly man in the man thong got kicked out first. And the double headshot didn't do anything to stop my laughter and enjoyment. I'm gonna say thumbs up for the chapter, but thumbs down for Sabretooth. So I'm right there with you guys. Alrighty. What is one of the things that really, really stood out to you this week in this chapter? Lucy.
The determination behind fighting, like, even though she had seen everybody else get kicked out, she was not giving up.
Right. I really liked seeing that from Lucy. Even though she's a whiner, she is determined, and I like when that happens. Erza.
Pretty much the same, and the fact that they're playing Blitzball.
Mira.
Sabretooth's expressions, because it really just showed you how cruel they are.
Yeah. Jalal.
Gray's face. That face is a face that I would love to give a lot of people when things don't go too very good.
Which expression? The one with Juvia or the one after Lucy got beat down?
The one with Juvia.
Oh, okay.
Because when something happens and they're like saying something about me that I never did, I'm like, oh my god, you're embarrassing me with something I haven't even done.
Right. Elfman.
What stuck out? Well, the boobs, duh. But no, the way Sabretooth, you get to see how cruel they are, how really, really malicious they are.
All right. And Luxus.
Since everyone else says kind of the bigger things, I mean, I was kind of looking at, yay, Luxus is in here, but his first expression when he sees her attack, he has the little ellipses question mark thing, which is always like someone understands something. And I'm like, please, for the love of God, let Luxus go, I figured this shit out. Because that would be just funny as hell, just have him flip on the glasses and go like a boss.
Considering how much Luxus has changed, I was actually and how he got revenge on Raventail for everyone else. I'm waiting for this to become a free-for-all battle between guilds because Luxus is going to tear them the fuck up. Like if they thought Natsu could do damage, oh shit.
Right, with Luxus, it's ridiculous. I mean, you can already see him with the last pose you see of him going, the match is already over, blah blah blah.
Like
he is ready to.
At that point in time, I think that he had a full thought in his head, but he only voiced half of it, which was the match is already over, so the rules don't matter. I will jump in there and stop this. Like, I think that was what was going to happen is, like, like, Luxus was like, if you don't drop her in 2 seconds, it's war, bitch.
He's going to go poke the water sphere and blow her up.
Yeah, and blow her the fuck up. He will make her drop her. But, yeah, I mean, oh my god. So, in comparison to all the manga that Hiro Mishima has put out for Fairy Tail so far, what would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10 in comparison to the rest of the chapters that have been out for Fairy Tail? Of course, 1 being the worst and 10 being the greatest. So, Lucy, where would you think this one rates in the Fairy Tail series so far?
Probably around a 7.
Okay. Erza?
6-ish.
Mira?
About a 7.
Jalal?
I'd say about an 8.5.
All right. Elfman?
I'm giving it a rage.
Has to be a number.
Crap, I'm trying to figure out a number how to use rage.
Square root of 666, the imaginary number of the beast.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
Okay. And Luxus?
I'd say about a 7.
I like that. We've got a lot of differing opinions on this chapter regarding where it fits. I like that. It's not everybody all agreeing on the same thing, which I think makes this a lot more interesting. Alrighty. As far as standalone chapter goes, like just this chapter overall, what would you give just this chapter, not comparing it to the rest of Fairy Tail? I'm interested to see how that goes. Lucy?
Such a hard decision.
If you're not comparing it to everything else, where do you think this chapter stands?
Fucking 1.
Oh, 1 for you? Really?
Content.
Oh, Erza?
Only reason.
I don't know. There were a lot of boobs in this. I'm gonna keep it at a 6.
Okay. Mira?
I'm gonna go with a 9.
Jalal?
I'd still go with an 8.5 just because of the level of content that could come from it.
Okay. Elfman?
This is a tough one, honestly.
I really think, as far as from a weekly standpoint, this chapter was pretty killer.
Oh, yeah, it was. I'm about to say weekly it's going to be about, for me, 7.5.
Okay. And Luxus?
I'd say I'd give it a 6.
Okay. Well, we've made some predictions already, but if you have any other predictions that you would like to add to this about what's going to happen next, maybe next week's chapter or a couple of chapters down the road, let's hear them. Lucy?
I just know Fairy Tail's gonna get really pissed off, and they're gonna do something about it. That I know.
Erza?
I don't know, pass.
Mira?
Pass.
Jalal?
I'd like to see what happened with Jalal and the whole them following, so maybe it's going to be for the Fairy Tail arguing over that and then flopping over to them following Jalal as Michigan.
Elfman?
I honestly have no right clue.
And Luxus?
I'd like to say I would almost want them to kind of diverge onto the Mystery Man.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a feeling that they're probably not going to, just because it's kind of that thing they kind of hint at, leave for a while, then come back to.
Okay.
But it'd be cool
my
to figure that out.
My prediction is just pretty much wishful thinking. What I think should happen next chapter is Juvia encapsulates all of Sabretooth in water, and Luxus just hits them all with lightning and kills them.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Seriously, those two make a great combo.
And then the only person that would survive would be the Black Lightning guy, which wouldn't really matter because then Natsu can finally use his lightning fire dragon slayer powers and just beat the fuck out of that dude. So there we go. That's my prediction, and Raventail gets put in their place under Fairy Tail's boot heel where they belong. Just saying. All right, so that wraps us up for the manga for this week, and pretty much this episode, and all that's left for us to do is just name this crazy, wacky, sex-filled, fucked up, you better not burn my woman ever again or I will fucking eat your soul episode of the podcast. So, episode 49 should be called what, Lucy?
Minerva needs to die.
Erza?
Boobies and bikinis.
Mira?
Swimsuits, sadness, and scum.
Jalal?
Water ball of sadness.
Elfman?
We don't need some aloe vera.
And I'm going to go with Lucy's Burning Love for Blitzball. Yeah, so that is going to wrap it up for us, and we are going to play through all the ways you can get in touch with us. You can now find us on iTunes and Zune by searching for Fairy Tale Podcast, or if you're watching us on YouTube, check the links below.
You can visit our website, fairytalepodcast.wordpress.com, to download the latest episodes of the podcast, plus download and see images and recipes from our segments.
You can find us on YouTube by looking at Fairy Tale Podcast. All of our episodes are posted immediately as they are finished, along with all the interviews. And remember to like and favorite the videos, as well as spread the word.
Keep up to date on when the newest episodes and chapters come out, as well as chat with other fans of the podcast and the Fairy Tale community. Discuss all your latest obsessions, share news, and chat with the crew of the podcast. Also be sure to send us your AMVs to post as well as any cosplay images you have. Help our community of fans to grow.
Keep up to date with the latest news, podcast updates, con updates, and what's going on in the world of Fairy Tale by following us on Twitter at FairyTaleCast.
And every time we get another follower, we give Happy a fish.
And don't forget, if you want to send us fan mail, send it to fairytalepodcast@gmail.com. Alright, so we really hope you enjoyed this episode of the podcast. We know that the male audience sure did, judging by all the hearts in their eyes. But, we had a big blast at Anime Southeast, and we hope to have a blast at the remaining cons that we have coming on throughout the year. Really looking forward to seeing all of you yet again at all of these conventions we're heading to. And to help us get there, man, we really, really need your help. And the way that you can help us out in getting to that and getting the feed taken care of, as well as the fact that we've run out of business cards now. I went through my last couple at Anime Expo, and I no longer have any to give out to people who haven't heard of us. So your donations would really, really help us in spreading the word, keeping the feed going, and helping us get to conventions so we can meet and hang out and talk to all of you wonderful, wonderful people. And it's really easy to do. Go to that Konoha Corner website, konohacornerpodcast.webs.com, click on that donation button, or just jump straight onto your PayPal and type in konohacornerpodcast@gmail.com and gift us that amount. All of this money goes straight to Happy's little pouch to help with all the podcast things that need to keep going on. But please, while you're doing that, don't forget the reason that we're all here, and that is the Fairy Tale series. It's been doing really, really well so far, and let's keep that going. Let's help keep Hiro Mashima employed, and it's really simple. All you have to do is purchase the anime, manga, video games, and all the incredible swag that's out there. Show your support by being a fan and not an internet pirate, because we've all seen what Erza does to pirates. Alrighty, so that is it for us. I am Natsu Dragneel, and I am saying bitches are gonna pay for hurting my woman.
I'm Lucy, and I feel loved now.
I'm Erza, and remember, don't be a pirate, or else.
I'm Mira, and is it too early for me to go all Satan Soul on their asses?
Maybe you should do the new one.
My name's Jalal, and if I have a hunch, the reason why Minerva didn't wear a bikini is because she's wearing a padded bra.
Or maybe she's on her period.
Oh, God. I'm Elfman, and I am disgusted by period.
Something's padded.
Lucy's getting beaten up, but why do I see blood?
Come on, we're swimming in it.
You're breathing it in.
Wait.
You just drank vaginal blood.
Juvia just used that water with her body.
That is it for us. We are signing out. Peace.
Oh, God.
From the greatest guild in the world. Peace off.